I need you. I need you to hate so I can use you for your energy.
Welcome, plungers. Thank you for pulling up and tapping in again as usual. I just finished doing some Uber and heading back to the crib now to meet you guys for the auto show. Did I pass my crib? Yeah, I passed my crib. I went right past it. All right, so let's pull up in here. Okay, so in this episode, we're going to do what a lot of you I know have been waiting for. We're going to get into the P1, okay? We're going to get into it. So right now, I'm going to go buy one. Let's see if the auction house has any. Real quick, so I could maybe get a deal. So we go down to McLaren. P1. Oh, there's a lot of them, but many of them are more expensive. Like this guy has got his car selling for $2,300,000 and it's stock. Like you could just go to the literal auto show and get it for 1.3. But I am nah, I'll let the people that's getting it here. I'm not gonna try to outbid anybody. Let me just go to the auto show and buy it. That's rich people talk, man. I hope a lot of y'all get here. So yeah, P1. Let's see what the liveries they got out here. Let's see some of the liveries. Oh, I've had this one already. The W2, I've had that one. Ooh, this one is cool. All right, just for fun, we'll throw this one on. Yeah, I'll take it. Very, very well done livery, if I say so myself. We're going to get into liveries in one of the next episodes of the PlayStation User Guide, so stay tuned for that. But right here, right now, we're doing P1. You heard? Yeah. Oh man, this is really nice. Let's have a look at this livery real quick. Woo! Don't you love that? Yeah, that's fire, right? Anyway, let's check this out. Yeah, this is cool. If anybody watching knows what that says, I'd be happy to know what that says. I'm thinking about creating a character. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about doing. Thinking about drawing a character, and I know it'll take hours using. Yeah, it's gonna take hours. It might be a simple character like Plankton or a minion. But yeah, I'm thinking about it. Rather than just doing abstract graphics and liveries, I want to do an actual picture. And that should be coming soon at some point. I'll think of what to do and what to design. Okay, so first of all, if you've watched the Porsche 918 video, you know the Porsche starts out in four-wheel drive. This McLaren is rear-wheel drive. And it is an animal in the rear-wheel drive. Let's head to the highway and check this thing out. I might give this car away with this livery, actually. Now, this car performs surprisingly well for a rear-wheel drive car. Wow, the McLarens take that jump so good, man. See, like I said, sometimes some cars are damn near impossible to not get some drift points with. Let's see what the top speed is on this thing. Seventh gear is not behaving itself, actually. I don't know if we have any beans to catch Mr. Ray over there. Especially not if we're slowing ourselves down with the barrier like that. But yeah, seventh gear is... It's usually the top gear in these stock cars are usually just horrible. But I mean, damn. We still got a great top speed going. 244 and climbing. No more gears though. Woo! Almost lost it. Almost lost it. And I caught him. I caught him, guys. I caught his Lamborghini. I think that's an Aventador. I like to go all the way around. I like trying this car out on this turn here. Well, I like trying cars out, period, on this turn. Yeah. Okay. Already. I mean, I like this car better than the 918, I'm sorry. Already. Even in rear-wheel drive, it's just more fun. It feels more planted out the box, man. I mean, this livery is really nice, but let's jump in here and throw a tune on it. So this is how we do. We go to our engine first. There is no engine, so all we have here is drivetrain conversion. So, I mean, why would you put all-wheel drive if it's reducing the power output? I mean, if you can't drive, just say that. No, definitely don't put the wing on the back of your P1. Please don't put a wing on the back of your P1. Okay, we're gonna get this tire compound slick. We're gonna widen these tires. We're gonna leave them as small as they are. Throw the engine spacers on. Oh, and I found a quicker rim to find the lightest one. So you go over one and up one. That's one of the lightest rims in the game. And then you can choose that, and then you can go pick whatever rim doesn't increase the weight of the car if you want a different type of rim. But I'm good with these right now. Put the spacers on. All right, now we go into the engine. Only two things: displacement, which takes us from 903 horsepower to 1,066. Let's not even think about what these turbos is gonna do. 1277. And I like this car because it's not an engine swap. You're actually modifying the engine that comes with the car, which is cool. So it feels, it feels more immersive, and that's what we're going for here. Ah, yes, we're in the X class now. We're in the X class now, kids. Oh, geesh, this 9-speed is pretty good. Oh, but not as good as the 6-speed. Yeah, we're gonna go 6-speed. The acceleration on this car isn't great, but we're gonna go 6-speed. And always pick the off-road diff. It's the lightest, and you can adjust the differential any way you feel like it. All right, so we've dropped about 2 230 pounds, 228 pounds. We've added about 300, well, we've added exactly 374 horsepower. We increased our lateral G's by 0.3, and I don't know, like, because once you get to 99, it's not going to give you any more numbers after that. So I don't know how far past 99 we are, because we did upgrades after we got to 99. So we could be at 1,020, something like that. So maybe we increased the performance class by 100, 200. So that's really good. And it's only 52,000 because there's no engine swap. If you had the engine swap, that's another 50 grand on top of it. So, I mean, the car cost $1.3 million. Yeesh. Which is, by itself, I mean, it's actually kind of middle of the road. For the high-end cars, there's this car's counterpart that costs 15 million. Two of them? Two McLarens cost 15 million. We're going to get into those two in future episodes. But let's jump into the tune for this thing. Okay, so the front wheels, you do want them generally, especially in a mid-engine rear-wheel car, you want the front wheels a little bit harder, a little higher PSIs than the rear. You want the rear to be a little bit softer so you can keep that grip. Remember how we did you start with the last gear and you tap that until you can't tap no more. Okay, I got one. Well, you don't tap until you can't tap anymore. You tap until the range doesn't increase by one, or, well, it doesn't increase by more than one. Once it starts increasing by one, you could choose one of those to stop at. It's not going to really make much difference. And that's point one. Okay. We want these higher gears as close to the highest RPM as possible with a gradual. So you take the bottom of the line and you want a gradual curve going towards the zero. 2.6 seconds, which isn't terrible. So the front, for me now, the front is about 2.3 and the rear is 3. I've increased my front slightly since I've been playing. Anti-roll bars, I've brought those up a little bit also, especially in these rear-wheel drive cars. So it's 50 and 55 is my go-to range, and I tweak it from there. Yeah, that's about it. Then we go to springs. So for the springs, the bottom is fine. The top, I wanted to go almost all the way to the top, but maybe like right under the T or in between the S and the T. Right there is about fine. The S and the T and stiff above the dot. The ride height is fine. Maybe a 1/10 higher to allow for the squat that I gave in the springs. So for the rear springs, you want it to be a little bit lower so the back end of the car sits down a little bit and digs the soft wheels into the ground so you get a better launch. That's my thinking. It's physics. I hope physics works the same in the game. Sometimes it doesn't, especially the gravity physics, but we won't get into that right now. So 2.5 is my bump stiffness on my bump stiffness. And I keep my rebound stiffness high. So that is when you're coming off of a jump, if your rebound stiffness is low, your car is going to, the suspension is going to lift off easier. So your car will jump easier. And when it lands, the bump stiffness on the bottom is what catches it. So you want that to be soft. And if the stiffness is high, when it bounces and hits the ground, it won't rebound off of the ground very hard, and you won't hit bumps too hard and get too squirrely. But again, that's something that should be tweaked with preference, your driving preference, how much you know. So that was 42%. So we're going to put this at 46. Oh, wait, going the wrong way. 46, and we'll put our braking pressure at 115. So the differential. Okay, so for the rear wheel drive car, we're going to put this, because it's got an insane amount of horsepower, we're going to drop this down to 4. And take the deceleration to 2, because my rule of thumb, and it's been working for me so far, is that the deceleration should be about half of the acceleration. And let's get in here. And let's see what this car can do. And we've left it rear wheel drive. So a driving tip for rear wheel drive cars is you're gonna have to use the gas pedal like you're gonna have to use your trigger like an actual gas pedal. People on wheel rigs don't have the same problems we have, because it's very easy for controller users to give way too much throttle. The same thing applies for the brakes. Don't give an insane amount of brakes. And we out here in the wet, and this car is handling better than some cars handle in the dry, just so you know. And putting our differential deceleration down that low has limited our car's chances of losing traction in the rear. Like, it'll be damn near impossible to drift this car, especially at low speeds. You're gonna need really high RPMs to get this car to lose its backside. That's a rule of thumb for the front wheel drive cars. That, and learning how to feather the gas. Because look, in the wet right now, right? Drop down in the first gear, right? And I want to take off, right? Because the differential is linear, the car's gonna go forward. All right, so let me just show you how it is when I turn it all the way up. Whoops. Get a little trigger happy with the left button. Okay, so now we'll turn that differential for acceleration all the way up and then hit the gas again. And I'll show you what happens. See that? See, it's very hard to catch it. See, it wants to dance. It wants to go to the outside. I'm not saying it's impossible to drive it like this, but they definitely want to go to the outside. Now, that is arguably better on turns. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. I can't take off now. Remember how the other car just was going perfectly straight for the first few hundred feet? Look, let's stop. And the car wants to, see that? So it's important to learn your differential adjustments. So remember, 4. It may seem like it's a crazy amount, but some of these values are really, really weird. See, there we go. A lot more control. And again, you got to learn how to feather your gas like this. Practice keeping it at a certain RPM, a low RPM. Practice keeping it around 5. I see people like driving around and trying to do that, trying to keep their speed low, and sometimes I always wonder what the heck are they doing, but this is probably exactly what they're doing. Throttle control, man. And again, the same thing goes for the brakes. Your brakes are way more effective when you don't slam on them like this. Now I've lost complete traction, right? And now if I just see that, that's gradually bringing the car to stop. It stopped way better. So yeah, that's all we've really got for this McLaren. So far, I'd say it's actually better. Oh man, don't let me put the 4-wheel drive in this thing. It becomes almost impossible to deal with. And another thing, if you don't have throttle control, feathering it works. Also, hitting the brake while you're on throttle is effective. Look at that, look at that, look at that. A lot better traction for rear-wheel drive cars. You just gotta find the range. 4 works for me because I can handle my turns a little better. But yeah, throttle control, brake control, and I'm gonna have a little tip for you about steering control coming in a future episode. So subscribe for that one. You're gonna want to hear it because I haven't heard anybody talk about this little tip or trick that I'm gonna share, and I'm pretty sure I'm one of the first people, if not to do it, to talk about it. So stay tuned for that. That's all I got for you in this episode. I'm gonna save this car for the 28th, and I'm gonna give it away to new players. So hopefully one of you PlayStation users get it. I mean, if an Xbox user gets it, I'm not mad as long as it's a new player. So thank you for pulling up and tapping in, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.